Master Pattern Report for Tuesday, August 29th, brought to you live by the Gilchrist International channel. Okay, so what I want to do today is I want to tell you about a new system that we've been working on, and we are now convinced that we have a winner here, and we're converting it into a computer program, which is going to take us a little time. But I want to show you something. This is something entirely new to the security analyst world. So you'll get an idea that we're not just guessing at this, okay? And this is part of a segment of the master pattern. All right. So we have this chart here, and sorry, it's not very professional for illustration purposes. It's our usual grid pattern, and here we have, this is the price line, right? Down here we have the time line, and we have zero here, so we go from, on price, just for argument's sake, we're showing 0 up to 100, right? On time, we're going back as far as we want, up to the present. Here we have what we call the frequency indicator, right? Now, what we've done is we've been able to find a system of determining frequencies between price and time. And let me show you how these frequencies work. First off, they're in like 1/10 individual components. So you go from plus 0.1, 10, 2, 3, 4, you can go up as high as you want. And it also has a negative to it, because the frequency could be either positive or negative. Now, most of the time, it is positive. And some of the times it is negative. It doesn't mean anything really in the analysis, except that we need a starting point in order to graph what's going on. So let's assume that we have a stock that on this particular day, it hits 50, okay? And we'll mark that with a black X. And at the same time, we determine a frequency of 0.2, all right? So we're going to put 0.2 at, and we can do it at the same time here. We're going to put it with a 0, all right? Now, what we do with this is we continue the charting from past history, so that let's say we're back to on the price, we go up, and over here we're at say 45. Okay, all right. So what we do is this: we then chart. We use this as I said, we run the chart from here to here, and from here to here. As this differential gets smaller, the chances for a turn in the market accelerate. So that if, let's say for argument's sake, the frequency were 0.5, coming down to here, right, as you see, as it hits here, at that point there, there's an excellent chance that the market is going to turn, whatever direction it's going. Right? Now, this has happened to us at this point better than 90% of the time. And for those of you who are chartists and understand the pi and phi, the Fibonacci scenarios, well, the closer they come to 1.618 or 3.1415, the better the chances of making the call. Now, this we're writing up a paper on this, and what we're waiting on really is for the computer programmers. You know, they have a different language, and they ask us a lot of questions that we determined as intuitive, so that they can do a live chart. But this whole system here, the determination of the frequency is the key. And then shooting, graphing it. I mean, we can go back in time as far as we want, and then just take our angles and determine our frequency angles and our time angles. And it's incredible how it becomes a real life predictor model, which is based not only in math, but also in geometry, natural numbers. Okay, so that's what we have going on. We're doing very well with this on a real time basis. We're doing actual trades here. So I just want to make you aware of that. We're going to be doing another show, hopefully Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. Thursday, maybe Friday, and we definitely have some further information for you on economics and what's going on as the market seems to be weakening at this point and starting to look negative. You'll notice that there is movement in the metals, and we are still looking at some up move on those metals going into next week, coming up September. Okay, so stay tuned. Be aware. We also have something coming up on the biogenetic assessment. We are about halfway there, and I'm going to do an actual show showing you how this works. I hope to have a golf pro that I've been working with, who for 3 years was totally unable to get anywhere, but is now successfully on tour and starting to make a good move for himself, as well as a former Olympic trap shooting champion. I hope to have him on to go through that whole program, which will be, I'm sure you're very interested. These are very interesting guys. Okay, so have a good week. I'll try and get back to you before the end of this week. In any event, have a great Labor Day. Looks like it's going to be super, and I'll see you next week.